Conqueror. Today's lesson Life is Waiting for You will be given by our captain, the Reverend Evan Reed.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Life is an idea in divine mind of activity, meaning movement. Everything happens moment by moment. Time is a string of moments linked together. Everything that happens moment by moment. Life is moment by moment activity. Every moment we make a choice to live or die. Within life, there is potential to become. If we choose to live, it means we are choosing to go forward. When we concentrate on the past, we choose to die. When we decide to go forward, life is activated, and within life are all the ideas that the future could ever experience. When we allow ourselves to live, there is joy, there is fulfillment, and there is peace. The first death is the mental death when we deliberately separate ourselves from life itself. When our focus becomes stale because we concentrate so much on what has happened. The best is yet to come. You have not experienced life yet. This is a prelude. So it's time to get off your rocking chair and stop living out of memory the good old days and realize that you have not lived yet. I want you to understand that. That right here, right now, the potential to be better than you are, to be great, is right here, right now. Stop talking about the past. Stop practicing the past and make yourself available. Jesus said, I am come that they may have life and have it more abundantly. He did not say, I came to help them celebrate the past. I came that they can experience life more. More is the word that we must use about life. Life has no beginning. It has no end. It ends in your mind. When you stop being actively engaged in living, you are dead. Any dead people here? The story about Lazarus was not physical death. Lazarus had disconnected himself from Jesus, who represents the Christ within. You know how sometimes we disconnect? When we place emphasis on petty nonsense and we don't recognize our potential. The potential is enormous. There is never anyone that you need to emulate. You have it all to become. That's the key. I am a spiritual being, always in the process of becoming. You can hear that, but it's living it that makes it true. We believe that we're supposed to go to school and take in as much as we can so we could regurgitate. We only know when we live. You can repeat it, but it does not even make sense to you unless you practice it. Life has to be practiced, meaning lived. All these seminars we go to, all these lessons we go to, all this talk about God this and God that, and God is so wonderful. Most of us have never had a wonderful moment in our lives when we can celebrate that divine spark within us. Every moment is a pleasant moment. But we, like Adam, have decided to eat of the fruit of the tree of good and evil. We have become dual in our thinking. We believe in good and evil. Hello now. Going forward, there is only good. Going forward, there's only good. Stop predicting what will happen beyond this moment, and just let this moment come to you. When the moment comes to us, it comes full of ideas that are full and what? Transcendent. Every idea is a perfect entity that is transcendental. It can change its form, but the essence remains the same. And you could start all over with the same idea and manifest differently. That's the beautiful thing about potentiality. It is always waiting for you to make a choice for more and stop settling. Is this glass half full or half empty?
Half full.
Excuse me?
Half full.
It is full. You came to my class. Anybody else? Is this glass half full, half empty? This glass is full. Always full. Because wherever you are, God in its fullness is there. It may not have what you want or what you expect, but it is full. The air above it is part of the universe. And the universe is always, wherever you are, complete. Your state of mind decides for you what you will experience as you go forward in life. If you go forward with half emptiness, that's what you will get. If you go forward thinking that you're supposed to get more in the glass, you will always be looking for something to satisfy you. But if you go forward willing to use the full glass, wherever you are, you will experience the fullness of God. You understand that? Yes. It's all a state of mind. Yours. Not the glass. It's yours. Is this room full? Yes, it is. There's no space between you and I. We are all connected. But that's a state of mind. How do we get there? The word is vocation. What is vocation? We have some teachers. I'm going to ask a teacher. You're afraid? No, well, I'm not going to ask you because that's to roll her eyes. Anybody? What is vocation? Huh? Our calling. We are all called to go forth. You see, when we hear calling, we put it as a religious thing. But Spirit in us calls us to be better than we are right now. Spirit is always calling us. That's why we are always getting ideas that are new and fresh. But what do? We like a good party, get drunk, and stay comatose for the rest of our lives. Instead of waking up to the truth of who and what we are. We are here to glorify God. You know what that means? That when people see us, they should be saying, wow, I have never seen that before. I will aspire to be that. Is there anybody who meets you who may be inspired by you to do more? Or you tell your story so much that people walk away. We are attracting agents of God. Our lives are supposed to inspire others to greatness. Are you great? I am. It's according to what you believe, it will be done unto you. You got to believe in your fullness and greatness, and then demonstrate it. You can't allow what people think about you, say about you, to restrict the flow of God in and through. Do you know how much energy you waste when you take something that somebody may have said about you and let it go through your system? The only thing about you is that you are a spiritual being, trying to manifest spirit to the best of your ability. And the more you come to realize that you could do more, be more, and live more, you cast aside these outer bits of information that may come to you. When God created you, God saw that you were what? Good and very good. Well, if you don't see yourself as good and very good, what will come from you? What you think about, you will demonstrate. The key for you is, what are you demonstrating? Life is a string of moments that we mentally connect and create the past. But every moment is an opportunity. Think about it. Right now is an opportunity to think a little more and be a little more than you have ever done in all your 46 years. I'm just quoting my age, not yours. When we realize that life is everywhere present, and we are the only person who could live it. Each one of us is the only person who could live it. We stop depending on others. We go forth and we seek out information as to how we could live a better life. That's your call. Your call is to educate yourself or to draw out from you that which is already there by exposing yourself to the best things in life. Don't settle for people who aren't going anywhere. Get rid of them. Associate with people who can talk you out of death and into life. Hello now. Only hang out with the best. By acknowledging yourself as the best. You don't need a mentor. You need the Christ in you to come forth by letting it shine through you. We've been taught so much about other people, how great they are. You've got to teach yourself how great I am. Until you acknowledge that, you're not going anywhere. Remember that what they say about you is their opinion of you. It's not you. They're not talking about you. That's an opinion. That's made up in their heads based on their own belief system. Hello now. So don't buy in to the race consciousness. Don't buy in to what they say. Don't buy in to terms like, I can't. Now, I shall. I must. It is my right to be great. I shouldn't be living a shallow life. There's so much depth in me. And the more I dig deeper within me is the more I find things about me. Wow. That I say, wow, 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 wow. Zap, zap, zap. The more I take responsibility for my life and for my calling to live an abundant life, is the more I will demonstrate what I already have inside of me. So I'm not limited by what my job is. I am not limited where I was born, the color of my skin. Not a limit. I am the Christ, Son of God, as a spiritual being. The only begotten Son is the spiritual content of my being. I know that. And I got to live from that. That's your calling. You are called to demonstrate all of God where you are. When Jesus called his disciples, he said to them, you are the light of the world. Let your light shine that other people may see it and glorify God. Your role is always to glorify God. Pull out. To educate means to pull out from within you that which is already within you. Take a class. Don't feel you know. Align with people who, when you speak with them, you feel something has happened, you have gained something. Don't speak to people who you have to teach. You know nothing. Tell yourself. And start to encourage people who have a little more information than you, who may not know, but you could hang out with them. You get it? Yes. Come to Verity, hang out with people here who could help you save your life. We are not a cult. We are not a cult. We are a teaching ministry, giving people information how they could pull out the light that is within them. That's all we're here to do. Yes. Life flows in and through each individual the same way. All of us have the same amount of life and light. We switch it off when we believe in two powers, good and evil. Anybody here believe in evil? You can put your hand up. Don't be ashamed. All of you do. Because sometimes you believe things not going right. Evil, that means not good. Everything is going according to law. And you set the law in motion according to the way you think. Well, now, according to the way you think, you set the law in motion. Like begets like. Every thought produces after its kind. What are you thinking? Hello now. What are you thinking? Because what you think about, you will bring about. We spend so much time in the past about people who may have done us according to our thinking wrong, waiting for the day of judgment where we could stab them in the back. Instead of putting away our weapons and turning them into positive tools so that we could dig the right hole to plant the right seed to have the right results. Hello now. What are your thoughts engaged in? What is your thinking like? Do you see possibility? Or do you see setbacks? Every setback is an opportunity to go within so that the idea could reveal its many parts that could help you move forward. Don't get stuck. That's a mentality. That's not a reality. How could you get stuck when you live in the divine potentiality? That wherever you are, God is as an answer to whatever you may have called in the past a problem. But every problem is actually an opportunity for you to do what? Dig deeper within yourself or set out to get more information that could help you save your life, because the only life to be saved is yours. And Jesus last night told me he ain't coming to save you no more. It is our willingness to use this life itself. Always wake up with enthusiasm and be ready to use what life gives you today. Be excited about life, knowing that you have the power to adjust and do whatever you need to do to make it right today. Today is the best opportunity given to me so that I could live better. Some of us wake up in the morning and don't wake up. We get out of bed, but we are not awake. To be awake means to be full of life. We start the day low in energy. All we have is a flow of energy, and through our thinking, we turn this energy on or off. When you're excited and you have passion, the energy is turned on. And when you're grumpy and moody, it becomes, well, you know. You waiting for me to tell you about you? I know nothing about you. You know. When energy is turned on, it cannot be stopped. Called inertia. Things that are moving need something drastically happening to stop it. Fear stops the motion of energy. When we become afraid, we get paralyzed. Hello now. We get checked. We don't know what to do when we become afraid. And we use the same energy to create all kind of illusions that lead to desperation, frustration, and eventually death. There's nothing to be afraid of. Hear this. We can only be afraid of things that we know, which is the past. How could you be afraid of something you have not seen yet? Think about it. Why must I be afraid of tomorrow that has not happened? Because I'm doing what? Bringing my past memories forward. Just go. When God called Abraham, he said, just go. And Abraham picked up. He never said he paused. He just got up and went. Hello now. Sometimes God has been speaking to us so often and calling us forth to be great. But we are like Samuel. We get the call and we figure we need to go to somebody who is more important than us. Is it okay, Janet, if I do this? Janet says, sure, but I still have doubt. So I go to Jean Forbes and I said, Jean, should I do that? Jean said yes, but I still have doubt. Until I go to myself and realize that it is me calling me to go forward, I can't say yes. Are you ready to go forward? You're going to spend the rest of your life, if you don't go forward, in mediocrity. That's a choice that we have to make. You have to recognize the power within you. Seize the moment. Use it and go forward. One of the things that we need to do, most of us are scatterbrained. We allow the five senses to wake up in us all kind of stuff. I see that, I want that. I hear that, I want that. I smell that, I want that. I taste that, I want that. I touch that, it has to be good, I want that. And we are doing that 24/7, back and forth. And we get so distracted from living, and we die. Some of us have been alive for 80 years. Why are you trying to follow my eyes? Listen to the lesson. And we've been dead for 70. The good thing about living, you don't have to get permission from anybody to live. That's the good thing. You just do what you have to do, and it's okay with you, then it's okay. Hello now. You don't need permission to live. God has given you life. You got it already. And all that life has in it, you have. Some of us are waiting to live when our children get big. Start to live now. They will get big whether you are there or not. Hello now. They will get big. We are waiting on our partner to come. Even Moses parted the Red Sea and had to go on his own. No partner to help you. Stop depending on crutches. You have it all already. Amen. I'm not talking about you, Pierre. I'm not going to tell you to get rid of your crutch. There's a time when we need crutches. And there's a time to let go of the crutches when you know with confidence I can make it on my own. It's time to release all these stuff we put in the way, because what we do in our mind is we bring things in to prevent us from living fully. We complain about everything that has no importance to your life. You set yourself up to fail. You weren't created to be a failure. You were created to be a champion, because with God and you, all things are possible. That's how easy this is. You got to believe in yourself. Stop believing in heaven. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself, I can do it. Tell yourself, I can do it. Tell yourself, I can do it. Now believe that you can do it. Nobody doing that? No. See, we like to hear these motivational affirmations. Oh, yes, I can do it. And as soon as you say believe, not too hard. Set it aside. According to your belief, first about yourself. That's the key now. What do you believe about yourself? Say with me. With me.
With me.
All things are possible.
All things are possible.
This is my only truth.
This is my only truth.
Through Christ in me.
Through Christ in me.
I now make all things possible.
I now make all things possible.
I believe that I have it all.
I believe that I have it all.
I believe I can take me to the highest mountain and bring me back.
I believe that I can take me to the highest mountain and bring
I could cross the widest ocean and come back.
the widest ocean.
With me there is nothing hard.
With me there is nothing hard.
Everything is easy.
Everything is easy.
Because everything is in the flow.
Everything is in.
And whatsoever I have need of,
Whatsoever I have need of,
God will provide. Thank you so much.